Hello and welcome to my second PC salvage rescue video. Today we've got an NEC PowerMate V100 which I've rescued from the scrap pile at work. It was found wedged behind a door that had been propped open for the last 10 years or so. We don't know where it came from or who it originally belonged to. We guess it was perhaps an old work PC that never made it onto the assetting system back in the day. So without any further ado, let's have a look around it. Okay, so as I've said before, it's an NEC PowerMate V100, and on the left hand side of the facie plate you can see the power and hard disk drive LEDs and a daylight shield for an infrared sensor, a reset button and a sleep button. It's got a Pentium processor sticker on there. There's the usual floppy disk drive and some sort of CD-ROM drive, and a Design for Microsoft Windows 95 sticker, and of course the power button. Underside of the computer looks like there's been a coffee spill at some point in its life, causing a bit of sticky and whatnot, and a little bit of rust. Let's take a look at the back. Okay, so on the back there's the power supply with some stickers on there including the model number which you can read. Obviously the power supply. Now there's some interesting stickers here. This one says P100, 32 and 16 GB, so I'm guessing it's a Pentium 100, 32 megabytes of RAM and a 16 gigabyte hard drive. But there's also another sticker here that I think says Shell, so that might be the person who perhaps built the system or did some sort of check on it. Over here we've got PS2 keyboard and mouse, 2 serial, parallel, onboard video, an expansion card slot that's been removed and never replaced, or the cover's not been put back on. A 10100 network card, I'm guessing, seeing as it says 100 on there. I don't know if you can focus on that to see. And a video card that's been added on. I'm guessing they're all PCI. There's the same model number printed on the sticker on the bottom there. If anyone's interested in the full details of the system, they can pause this video here. Okay, so this is the inside of the computer. We'll start off with the power supply. It's an Aztec model SA145, as you can see. It's rated for 145 watts. The CD-ROM drive appears to be a Sony, but I can't see what the model number is because it's covered up by the mount. The floppy disk drive is an Alps Electric Co. That's all you can say about that. If we spin the computer around, you can see that it is a riser board setup with 2 vacant ISA slots, 2 populated PCI slots and a further ISA slot on this side here. The RAM chips are buried down there, and I believe they're going to be 32, but they do look like odd sticks of RAM, so perhaps one has been replaced in the past. There's a cache module inserted. I don't know what that size is, and I'm guessing that's the Pentium 100 underneath that heatsink. Now, truth be told, I have booted this up to post, but I couldn't get any further than post because the RTC battery had ran dry, and that involved taking the floppy disk cage out and the hard drive and basically buying a new RTC chip from eBay for about £6 posted from, I think it was, Istanbul. There's no sound, so I'm wondering if the sound card originally was an ISA based sound card, and it's been removed before I've had a chance to pick the computer up. The hard disk drive, I'm not really sure what it is, but I've remembered seeing a compact spare sticker of 840 megabytes. So maybe this did have a 16 gigabyte drive in it at one point, or potentially a 1.6 gigabyte drive, and the full stop's not really coming out on that sticker, but it has since been replaced with an 840 meg hard drive from a compact system. Okay, so I'll stop now and connect all the wires and everything that you need to be able to boot it up, and we'll take a look at what's actually on the operating system, if any. I've only got it to boot as far as the post screen, retaining the settings, but I've not yet booted it up into Windows or DOS or Linux or whatever is installed. So I've basically hooked up a spare monitor, an old compact PS2 mouse with a ball, and a nice sounding Acer keyboard that I've saved previously. The monitor's powered up. Let's turn this on. And a nice NEC post screen. I've set the hard disk parameters in the BIOS, and it is booting Windows 98. And it's coming up with a network driver issue. Not seen before. Well, I have, but not on this machine. Okay, so it's a real Computer Shop branded machine. Mouse is working. Let's click away. And it looked like it belonged to someone called S. Livingstone, but I don't think anybody's details are going to be disclosed. And it had a password, which is a first, so I can just press escape, and here we go, let it find everything. It's detected the monitor. Just cancel that off. It seems as though it's in low colour mode. It might be that it's missing graphics drivers as well. Let's ignore any personal documents and just simply check out what the machine is. It has been used. Registered to PC, and it is a Pentium processor with 32 megabytes of RAM, and as you can see, running Windows 98 second edition. Okay, so the display adapter is an SIS6125C, and it looks like there's having problems with a standard PCI graphics adapter. That could be the onboard graphics that haven't been disabled, maybe. It's got a dial-up adapter, which I don't remember seeing, and an Intel 21143/2 based 100 megabits per second Ethernet controller, which is missing its driver. Just a generic IDE. It's an Intel chipset. It's a Sony CDU311 CD-ROM drive. And that's about all there is. So I'll see if I can get some drivers for the Intel network card and some drivers for the SIS, and potentially try and identify this. Enable it. Okay, let's do it. No, we'll let it boot. Oh, no, okay, I'll press escape. We'll go into setup and have a look in the setup. So the date and time I set when I replaced the RTC, but it looks like it's lost some time, so it might not have been a new RTC. We're not worried about the date and time. I'll have a look at these settings. I'm in two minds to load the setup defaults again. There we go. So, integrated. Can we turn off the onboard graphics? No. Oh, ISO graphics. But it's a PCI graphics card. I wonder what'll happen if I change that to yes. Okay. Let's save and exit and see if it removes that standard VGA adapter. A nice little spinny cursor in the bottom corner here. It seems to not mind the setting I've just changed. I wonder if it'll prompt those same errors about the network drivers. Yes. I think I need to get a Windows 98 CD and restore these files. Oh, someone's been loading some video drivers from a CD by the looks of it. Yeah. So it has not removed. Now it thinks it's multiple displays. I'm going to have to try and locate the drivers for that and probably reinstall the drivers for that from by restoring those files from the Windows CD. So there are some documents. It looks like the last time it was used was perhaps 2005, so as I suspected, around 10 years ago. I'm not going to go through these documents, of course, because I have no idea who it belonged to, and even if I did, I don't think they want me to put their documents on YouTube. Some files in the recycle bin, some more documents. What's installed by the way of programs? So, an old copy of Microsoft Office, I'm guessing 97. Yep. And I've accidentally dragged the menu bar away. Probably a standard toolbar too. And what else was out of the box? Was it the formatting toolbox? There we go. That's about right. View, page layout, zoom to page width. And that's about how I remembered it from school. Can we change the screen resolution? Why not? Oh no. Yeah, why not? Let it restart. So I can't do high colour at 800 by 600. It must be a really rubbish graphics card or the wrong drivers installed. Listen to the hard drive. No, I was just checking the disk drive. There's nothing in the CD-ROM drive. Ah, the logo looks a little better. It's giving me more options for colours now. Perhaps I can increase. How very odd. Let's do this resolution but at 16-bit. I might not need graphics drivers after all, just go up in stages. I'm going to have to fix that, that's quite irritating. I'm sorry if the video is shaking somewhat, I am holding it in my hands. There we go, some proper colours coming in now. No. Well, I think that's his limit. Anyway, I will try and restore some drivers somehow, seeing as it's got no USB ports. That'll be interesting. And perhaps I'll have to get it actually online and browse using this machine. But let's not try and do that. I'll try and restore the network stuff from the Windows 98 CD that I've got, and I'll come back from there. Okay, so I've been digging through all my boxes and eventually come across my Windows 98 second edition disc, which I'm now going to attempt to fix those networking issues. So it seems to have found the partly installed driver, and is reading all the files it needs from the disk. When this is done, we'll do a quick reboot. It's no longer reading from the optical drive. Oh, it's finished. I was trying to worry a little then. And yes, I think we'll restart, but I'll take the disk out because the CD is the first boot device. Now, seeing as we've only got ISA slots available, and the fact that I've just spent probably half an hour looking through all my old PC junk looking for this disk. Oh, that is still not fixed, that issue. Oh, hang on. No, it hasn't fixed the issue. I thought it would. I wonder if System File Checker it runs on Windows 98. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes. I've come across 3 ISA sound cards, and I've only got ISA slots available. So the first one is this one. It's a low profile one, which may fit. Oh, it goes on its side, doesn't it? So that's not a problem. This one is a Advanced Logic. When it will focus. Focus, come on. Come on. Advanced Logic ALS 120. Looks to be about 500 years old. We've still got this error, so maybe I need to do something more with the networking. The next card we've got is a bit beefier. It's dated 12th month of 1996. This is a Crystal CX423 6B. It's got a few more ports on the back than the other card. And the other one, this looks more populated, is also a Crystal 4236. So I'm inclined to think that the other Crystal one, being a B revision, will be the better card. But let's focus. I don't care which one we put in. I'm not going to put one in now, but if you want to leave comments below, I'll put the card that you pick, or the most popular one. So other than that, I don't think there's much more to do on this computer. However, I do have a few games I want to try. Original Monkey Island 2 in box, original floppies, and copyright protection. I do have also Monkey Island 3, which should run if I have a sound card and it focuses on the minimum spec. PCI graphics card, 16-bit sound, 16 megabytes of RAM, Pentium 90 or faster. I also have Red Alert, which says it needs a DirectX 3 compatible 3D graphics card, which I highly doubt this is going to be, so that might not run. And the rest are far too new, the other oldish games that I've got. They're all going to be for a more year 2000 PC rather than 1995-96 PC. Okay, that's me. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment below if you've got any queries, and I'll perhaps do a follow-up video if I can get a sound card suggestion, any of these games to run, and the network issue fixed. Thanks. Bye. Hi again, just a little addendum to the previous clip. I fixed the networking issues. It was a problem with the client for Microsoft Networks from the network control panel. So basically I removed everything in there, including the dial-up adapter, which was, I think, a remnant from that missing ISA slot. Rebooted the machine. It gave me a Windows protection error, told me to restart. So I restarted, it offered me safe mode, I skipped that, it booted back up into Windows, reinstalled the Intel 21143 network card and took everything off the CD again, and it asked to restart, and it restarted just fine. I've again disabled the standard PCI graphics adapter in Device Manager, and I'm going to go and turn it off in the BIOS, because looking for that Windows protection error and why it appeared, suggesting it could be a VGA graphics adapter issue, as well as a networking issue. So maybe, hopefully that's fixed now, but to be on the safe side, I'll go and reset those BIOS settings again, and see how we get on. I'm still looking for a sound card to use, so I might try all these three and see which one is best and which one actually works with out-of-the-box drivers, because I'm going to find it difficult, I think, to get some sort of USB device into this, or floppies. I don't really have any floppies apart from a Windows 98 boot floppy, and I don't want to be wiping my Monkey Island discs now, do I? But anyway, I'll get off and I'll catch you later. Thanks again.